in the shade Shaded Cappuccino RL1222SS. Stroke of Genius is a full voluminous style with lots of layers and big barrel style curls. The volume is created from the layering. You do have some permatease on the cap, and you can use that permatease just to zhuzh it up and give yourself a big voluminous style, or you can take your hands and smooth it down if that's the way you want to wear it. These big barrel style curls are curled away from the face, and they just create this really pretty feathering. And I love the way they curl it away from the face because it does open up your features and opens up your face and your neck and just creates a really pretty silhouette. And you'll see that they curl it that way all the way around on this style, even in the back. The curls go away and then they meet in the middle, and it just creates a really pretty silhouette. So let's take a look at it all the way around. Of Genius is on Raquel Welch's True to Life Heat Friendly Fibers, meaning that you can use heat to restyle it. It's just recommended that you use it on the temperatures of 280 to 300. I also recommend that you do use heat, especially on the ends around the nape of Stroke of Genius, just to keep those fibers looking smooth. And what I will do is just spray it with some water, take my heating tool, and just smooth out the ends. The shade is RL1222SS, also known as Shaded Cappuccino. It is one of Raquel Welch's most popular shades, and I love it on Stroke of Genius, especially right here in the front where it feathers at the crown area. It really picks up those beautiful platinum blonde highlights. This is a medium golden brown, and then you see those platinum blonde highlights all the way throughout the shade, creating that dimension, and it is on a dark brown root. Stroke of Genius has a extended lace front, a left side mono. It has permatease to the right side of the part, and you have felt covered ear tabs, Velcro strap adjusters, an extended nape, and open them up. Nobody's perfect, and we all make mistakes, but there are some mistakes that we make that end up being wig horrors, and they're difficult to rectify. So I want to share with you a few ways that you can avoid these horrors and keep your wig looking in its best condition. The wrong size wig is like a horror story all on its own, y'all. You choose that perfect wig, you love the style, you love the shade, you put it on, it doesn't fit, that's like a nightmare. So what you want to do is to make sure that you have the perfect wig size, and by doing that you want to measure your circumference. There is a guide on Wigs.com to show you how to do that, and once you know what your circumference is, then you'll know whether to choose the petite size cap, the average, or the large. One of the most common mistakes is using the wrong products on wigs. Those can cause damage, and that is horrifying, y'all. When you see the frizz on the ends, or you see a fiber that looks like it's been coiled like a ribbon, that has been damaged by using the wrong type of brush. If you use a paddle brush or a round brush, that can stretch the fibers and cause damage. You want to make sure that you're using a wide tooth comb on your heat friendly fibers, because any type of brush that you use on your normal hair will cause damage to your heat friendly style as well as your synthetic style. And you also want to make sure that you're using products suitable for synthetics when you are shampooing and conditioning. You don't want to use over-the-counter products that you can buy at your local drugstore, because those will damage your wigs. And if you use something that is not suitable for a synthetic wig, it will cause buildup on the wig, and then eventually it will cause the wig to have a really gummy type of texture. So only use suitable products for your synthetic wig. When you go to bed at night, you want to have sweet dreams. You don't want to wake up with a nightmare. And if you sleep in your wigs, y'all, it's going to be a nightmare. Don't sleep in your wigs. The friction from the fibers on your sheets and your pillow, that's going to cause damage. And then it can also potentially damage your lace front and your monofilament features, which are very delicate. So it's recommended not to sleep in your wig. One of the most horrifying things that can happen to your wig is melting the fibers, y'all. And believe me, it happens. You don't want to cook in your wig. Just think about it. You had your oven on an extremely high temperature. You open that oven door and that heat hits you in the face, it will melt your wig. Another thing that we don't think about is using a crock pot. You open up the crock pot, that steam from cooking all day hits that synthetic fiber, it will melt it. Also, we use heat on heat-friendly fibers and we don't think about it, but an extreme high temperature on a heating tool can melt and damage those fibers. So you want to use the manufacturer recommended temperatures when you're using heat on your heat-friendly style because anything above that can potentially melt and damage your wig. And lastly, I want to share with you my own wig horror story that happened early on in my wig journey in hopes that it will help you. What I did was I placed my wig on that morning and I put the lace front about right here. And I headed on out to my nail appointment. And while I sat there, I noticed she kept looking at my forehead. And I was horrified, y'all. I kept thinking, I know that I have that lace front down too far because I could feel it on my forehead. And I was horrified because I could not adjust it. She had my hands. And so I sat there during the entire appointment with my lace front sitting right here. And I did not adjust it for whatever reason. And I headed on over to my mom's house. And as soon as I walked in the door, she said, honey, you've got your lace front down too far on your forehead, and she showed me where to place it. There is a general guide in the industry standard of the four finger rule. You might have heard that. And what you will do is you'll just place your pinky around the middle of your eyebrows and then lay your 3 to 4 fingers on your forehead, and where that last finger, that pointer finger lays, is where you will place your lace front. Now, keep in mind, this is a general guide. Everyone's face shapes are different. We have different lengths to our forehead, and so it may vary from person to person, but it's a general guide to help you know where to place that lace front. Well, thanks everyone. I hope that you got a little bit of helpful tips today to help you avoid any wig horrors in your future. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.